beating that ass.
I think first off, I want to remove the front bumper and I want to remove the back bumper. I want to see what it looks like. I'm not going bumperless in the front, but I am going to do a roll pan in the back eventually. But I want to get those horns off the front bumper. I don't want those on there. I kind of just want a smooth bumper look. And I don't know about it's a chrome bumper. And then this trim's also chrome. And I've seen a trick with some sort of oven cleaner where they put it on chrome and it gets rid of the chrome and makes it black, and then you can paint it after that. We might have to try that. But on the trims, the bumper, I don't know if that's going to work or not. We'll have to see. But I definitely don't want these chrome trims, and then they painted them on top of that, and you'd have to sand all that off, and then it's chrome plated, and it's just, you can't really paint chrome plating and it sticks real well, okay? As you can see right now, this is basically what you get. And that's why it's all, coming off, whatever. So we'll have to do something with that. Another thing I want to do is I want to Raptor line like everything in here, doors and stuff like that. But I want to take the doors off to do that. Yeah, we might just take the doors off. I think that'd be a good thing to do right now. It's going to make everything a lot easier if I remove the doors. So I might just go ahead and remove them. Let me see how hard this is going to be. Oh, not bad at all. I adjusted this door, and it fits pretty well. But yeah, this door, look right here. It has this wore away right here from hitting. I adjusted this up, so now it's not hitting. It would hit and then ramp up. So I actually got that pretty good, and all that was just lifting the door. The other one needs that done as well, but it's not hitting, so we will do that eventually. Yeah, let's go ahead and rip the doors off of this thing. I need to find places to put these. I'm going to be real honest with you. I've been bidding on some very nice cars, okay? Not Ferraris or anything, okay? I don't know what you guys think. You think I'm going to get into that kind of stuff. Yeah, your dang minds. But I don't know if you notice, there's really no tools laying around, except for right there on top. Those are the last ones I haven't put away. I put almost everything back in the toolbox so that I can get it back out and let it lay around again. So you saw we had the back patches for the bed. The wheel arches, I just checked on those, and they are on back order, expected to be in at the end of this month. So it's going to be like 3 weeks. I don't know. Those came quick, very quick. It was like 2 days I had those. But these pieces here, it seems like it's going to be a lot longer. And I don't want to start cutting this until I get those, because I kind of want to do that piece first and then trim those to fit. Or if they fit up good, maybe graft that and the wheel arches together and put them on as one piece. I don't know. Either way, I'm back plating. I'm going to use my spot welder, and I'm going to back plate all around the edges, so when I weld, I'm not blowing through everything, because I'm not an expert, okay? I don't know. You guys see me welding. It looks cool, slow motion and stuff like that, but I'm really not a welder. I took classes, but I'm not certified in anything.
Except for beating that ass.
Went over. That could be why our doors are a little bit noisy. Maybe a little bit of lube on them would be sufficient. I can't even move that with the D10. The rockers. They're pretty nice. Pretty nice rocker we got here. Pretty nice. It's solid. I can't get it off of there. That's for sure. Anyways, let's get the bumpers off of here. I need to kind of get this thing on the lift so I can get the bumpers. It'll be a little bit easier, especially since it's lowered. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot easier doing it that way. I forgot about this seatbelt bolt breaking off. I'm hopeful. Let's weld that thing on there and take care of this if I can. Might not be able to, but we're gonna try. Alright, so there's too many factors here that are holding me back from getting this thing out. First and foremost, the fuel tank. One of the fuel tanks is right underneath there, and I can't drill the whole way through. I mean, I'm right at the end, or pretty close to the end, and I can't torch it, you know, completely. I'm scared. If you get a fire underneath there, you can't see it. So I can only heat it up so much. So I'm going to have to take this bit and Dremel, kind of just wallow that out. Then we're going to have to drill it to close to size, and I'm going to have to re-tap the hole. That's really the only option I have at this point. Every time I welded a nut on there, it would just break off more of the bolt whenever I turned it. It was turning. It would only turn so much, and it would stop. So I just got... my extractors aren't even grabbing it either. They're just spinning in there. I only need to make the hole a little bit bigger, and then I can tap it, and it'll be fine. So I'll have to get another bolt for that hole, but still, it'll be fine then. So how many of you guys have done this before? I know I have. So after I drilled that out, that hole was actually too big at that point. So I tried to, this is the biggest tap that I had, and it just fell right through. Well, right now it's going to thread in pretty nice, but still, it pretty much fell right through. But I had a bigger bolt. It was a decent size. So what I did is I took that to my vise, clamped it in, and put slots in it, and made myself a tap. And this is actually a good bolt that I'll be able to use on top of that. So there, that tapped my hole with an impact, plus it put it in there. So hold on. As you can see, it's a little hot right now, but it's a bigger gauge bolt than what was originally in it, so you know it's going to hold just as good, if not better. And yeah, it looks pretty decent, so I'm going to roll with that. As if that didn't take me all evening. Let me clean up some stuff here, and then we're going to get this thing up on the lift. I really should I need to do some trash, because this carpet's going in the trash, the matting I put in there. There's a good, and then I got a bunch of parts and stuff. This has been my storage unit for a little while. The lowered truck storage unit. It's a pretty nice one. I recommend everybody get themselves a C10 storage unit. I love it. try this GoPro light out. If I can just take those off, I might have to paint the bumper and stuff, but oh yeah, right there, there's a nut, and there's a nut up there. We can get some PB Blaster on there. I'm gonna tell you what though, man, look at that oil pan. That thing looks good. Too bad everything else is covered in oil and greasy. I should probably do a transmission pan gasket. Man, this thing's oily. The valve covers are leaking, so I need to take them back off, put silicone on them this time, and then put them back together. I put brand new gaskets on there, but they just don't work. So it is what it is. Brake lines, I haven't checked those in a while since I put them on, and happy to say I don't see any leaks. Do you see anything? I'm looking to see if anything's wet, and it's looking pretty good. We haven't driven it since I put this new carrier bearing in, so I'm anxious to see that. There's some fixes down here I need to do. Man, I put a brand new brake rotor on this side, and I almost wish I would have put one on that side too. The new shocks and everything. Yeah, but one thing we need to fix is the Z-brake, and I don't know that I'm going to get it right this second, but the cable's loose, so it makes the brake light stay on. I noticed the cable is really rusty and starting to fray right here, so that it's probably going to go sometime soon. But I want to weld this. First, we're going to have to take it apart, and I'm going to have to re-drill these holes because these cables are going to have to move up here. So we'll move them up. We'll weld that to the frame or bolt it, one of the two, because it's sitting on the exhaust, and it's just not the good way to go. And I don't think that thing's going to last much longer. Man, I just noticed the inner, look at the inner wheel well panel there. Rotted. Both sides. Rotted. That's why it's getting to the bedside, which looks like they put the patch panel right over top, which I know they did. Right over top of the old, so they never cut it out. And I still need to put my C-notch kit in. This frame is pretty short from here back, but that C-notch kit's actually going to fix that. So, oh, we're getting there, kids. It's just a long process. Anyways, let's try to take these horns off. Now we just did some serious weight reduction. This rear bumper was made so that the frame would bend before this bumper would bend. It's got a 1/4 inch thick steel plate across the bottom. The mounts are solid. I think they're bigger than a 1/4 inch. I think they're 3/8 inch steel. They might be thicker than that. I mean, that is significant. That's not. That's a lot. And I'm not 100% set on doing away with the trailer hitch. We might still put the trailer hitch back on. It depends on how ugly it looks after we do a roll pan. So hopefully I have enough life left in this tailgate. I really don't want to have to replace the tailgate. But yeah, we got rid of the spare tire carrier, which was just a bracket that was hanging there. There's no way it would have even held a spare tire. Got rid of that heavy duty hitch, which is like the thickest hitch I've ever seen, and then the heaviest bumper. That's why I put the truck down. I was like, I hope this holds. I put the truck down. There you go. It's I don't know how thick that is. And the bottom plate is extremely thick, and then this bracket is extremely thick. Like this is not a half-assed bumper by any means. But that looks way better. And then the front bumper, I do want to paint, but it's chrome. You guys give me tips. Let me know. Is there any way you can do away with the chrome or get the chrome to plating to come off of a bumper so that you can paint it? I really want to. I want to paint this to match. It's that's really not dented that bad. It just needs cleaned up. But yeah, I like that look way better than with the horns on there. I'm also having problems with my Subaru. I changed the transmission fluid, and I put some CVT additive in there too, some bars stuff, and it does shift and drive way better. But then I was like, well, I'm gonna reset the relearn parameters on my computer, so I cleared them. Then I went through the relearn process where you have to have it up on a lift, and you go through the relearn process, and it will not successfully complete the relearn process. So now I have an automatic trans temp light that flashes continuously as I drive my Subaru. It drives fine, but until I get that relearn done, it's going to keep doing it, and my computer can't do it. But when I looked online at Subaru doing it, their computer went through different steps than mine does. Like there was mine has you put it in drive, holding the brake with the e-brake on, and then it tells you to shift to park and continue holding the brake. The Subaru one I watched, they did, well, first it had a process before that mine didn't do. Then you held the brake and put it in drive, and then you were supposed to put it, or take your foot off the brake and leave it in drive for a minute. Then you went to reverse and did the same thing. That's where mine's getting hung up. It goes into reverse, and you can hear the transmission going through like drive and not, like where it's trying to go and then not, and then it says abnormal parameters or something like that, and it won't do it. But from there, the Subaru one went into you had to put it into neutral and let it in there for a couple seconds, and then it's done. Mine won't go that far. So if you guys know something I don't, let me know. Unfortunately, I know it doesn't seem like we did a lot in this episode, but it took me most of my day. So unfortunately, these C10 episodes takes me a lot longer to do stuff. Being rusty and old and stuff like that, there's just a lot to do. Next episode on this, I want to paint the dash. So I'm going to take this dash pad off right here, the blue painted. So I'm going to have to take the glove box apart because I want to paint it, and I want to paint all of it. So I'm going to take it out, take it apart. Then we're going to paint. I'll remove the dash, which is just sitting on there right now, so we can paint all this. I'm going to have to disassemble that too. We're going to disassemble the whole dash over there. But I'm painting this metallic black the whole way across. I want it to look nice. And then we're going to get into welding these plates in that I need to do, which might not be the next episode. And then after that, we're going to be scuffing and Raptor lining all of this. I might start with the floor to get it done and wait for it to dry, and then I'll have to do the rest afterwards because I'm going to have to go inside this thing to spray it. So, and I also want to do the insides of the doors, so I'm probably going to just set them on carts while I do it, and we'll spray them as well. But anyways, if you like this episode, smash that like button, consider subscribe, drop me a comment, give me some ideas on this thing. I'm just having trouble picturing what I want to do with this, and there's so many nice ones out there, and it's like I don't want to be like them, but in the same time, like, they look nice. I'm trying to modernize this just a little bit, but still keep the classic styling.
Hit that dislike button if your mama likes a blow. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Alright.
Sneako, I snuck up on you. Did I get you?
He's waiting for mommy to come back so he can cuddle. Are you sleepy?
Yeah, she has.
You gotta say bye-bye to the people. No, you wanna say hi to Daddy. Okay, bye-bye.